Hello and welcome to the special edition of Round the Horn. I'm your host, Tony Reale, and today we have four special guests. We have Tyler Cant, Zach Hick, Edna Hughes, and Austin Berger. For those who are unfamiliar with the way the show works, I will ask a series of questions and each candidate will have an opportunity to respond. According to each answer, I will give points. At the end of each round, one of the candidates will be out of the round. We will eventually have one winner. We're going to start off the first round with the question, what is a religious experience? Zach Hick, go ahead and start us off.
Yeah, so religious experience is really any event that causes the individual to have an experience with God or the ultimate reality. It's where they feel they have a connection with God. It can occur in different ways, such as seeing the natural world from a different point of view, so experiencing God through another way. Presence of the divine power, seeing God in different ways. Some people see it like in clouds and other ways that makes you feel a connection with God, or the sense of unity with God, such as sitting at church or worshiping with other individuals to feel the presence of the experience.
Okay, Tyler Cant.
A religious experience is our interactions with the real, or our universe around us, and how we're going to interpret those is based on our cultural upbringing or our religion itself, and so those experiences are all based off of like our beliefs ourselves.
Okay, Edna Hughes.
A religious experience is having a spiritual encounter with the transcendent, and in Christian America, the transcendent is known as God.
Okay, and Austin Berger, your thoughts?
I think this is when people internalize an experience that they have. When they externalize it to other people, they believe it to be religious. This helps them find purpose in their life.
Alrighty. Second question, do you believe there is a trans-categorical reality? Zach Hick, go ahead and start us off again.
Absolutely, I do believe there is a ultimate reality type outcome. I believe there is one, but there's many different ways you can get there. I don't believe there's one right pathway. I think every religious has their right to believe in different ways, such as a pluralistic view.
Okay. Austin Berger, your thoughts?
No, I would disagree. I don't think that there is a trans-categorical reality. I think if people believe in this, then they're alienated because they think that this thing is controlling their lives whenever people control their own lives.
Interesting opinion. Tyler Cant, your thoughts?
Yes, I do believe that there is a trans-categorical reality, the real. It's just, you can't fully know it just because everything, your interpretations are based off of your own personal experiences.
Okay.
So you can't know it by itself.
Okay. Edna Hughes, your thoughts?
Of course, there's a trans-categorical reality because without it, like, there wouldn't be religious experiences. But I don't know much about that field of study.
Okay. Fair enough. Is it possible to know this trans-categorical reality? Zach Hick, go ahead and start us off.
I really do not think it's possible to know it. I think we can know a perspective of it and have opinions about the way to get there and what is right or wrong, but I don't think we fully can know God or the reality because it's just something we can't grasp with our own thoughts and our own mind.
Okay. Tyler Cant, your thoughts?
I don't think it's possible to know simply because our knowing of it is only based off our own experiences. That bias is with us every time we attempt to interpret our own religious experiences, and so we can never truly know it, aside from all those biases.
And Hughes, your thoughts?
I agree with everyone else that it is possible, but we can't know it to a full extent. I feel like people, they know that it exists, but they try to find ways to communicate with God and stuff, and a lot of people don't fully, get there.
Okay. And Austin Berger, your thoughts?
No, I don't think you can because it doesn't exist.
Short and sweet. Okay. Do you believe that there is a chosen nation? Tyler Cant, you go ahead and start us off.
I do not believe there's a chosen nation. The real doesn't choose, specific place, it doesn't break down our universe into nations or countries or things like that. And so for it to choose one nation, that just doesn't make sense.
Okay. Zach Hick?
Yeah, I agree with Kant. I believe that we really need to have a pluralistic approach, so we can't view one nation, specifically America, as a chosen nation to have a peaceful society. I think we really need to include other religions and think about others when thinking about a chosen nation, because there's a lot of different religions within one nation.
Okay. Edna Hughes?
I do not believe that there's a chosen nation because there's so many other religions and cultures out there, and people that do believe that there's a chosen nation, like they have to take into account that like there's always going to be someone that's right and someone that's wrong.
Okay. Austin Berger, your thoughts?
I think if somebody believes that there's a chosen nation, that they're alienated, they think that they didn't have anything to do with this choosing of the nation. But people need to de-alienate themselves and realize that they have picked this chosen nation.
Okay. Next question. Last one of the round. Do you believe America is a Christian nation? Austin Berger, start us off again.
I think that the American people have created a sacred cosmetization so that they can believe that they are the chosen nation. This sacred cosmetization has helped them legitimate the nomos that they have created that leads them to believe that they are the chosen nation. Americans think that what they're doing is the micro or macrocosm of God's plan.
Okay. Zach Hick, your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't really think America is a Christian nation. I think we have too many problems within America to call ourselves a Christian nation. I also think we also have a melting pot of different religions, so I think it'd be inappropriate to classify a nation as a whole as one specific religion because we do have so many different ones in here. I just don't think it's fair to the other religions.
Fair enough. Tyler Cant, your thoughts?
I do not believe America is a chosen nation, simply because I don't believe there is a chosen nation. So it's pretty much simple as that.
Okay. Edna Hughes?
I think it's a myth to say that America is a chosen nation because, like, for example, like the statement "God bless America," like why specifically America? Why not other nations? And people, they like sin so much in the United States that like why would we be the chosen nation, like out of all the cultures?
Valid point. Okay, at the end of round one, Tyler Cant, sorry, with 8 points, you're out. Final words and thoughts for the panel.
Thanks a lot for having me on the show, and I wish the best of luck to my fellow panel members.
We'll be right back after this commercial. All right, we're back for round two of Around the Horn. First question of the second round. What do you think the social function of religion is in the American experience? Zach Hick.
So I think the social function of religion in society is kind of all the wrong things right now. I think we're using religion to harm other people and cause violence and to start unnecessary wars, etc., when we really should be using religion to get closer with our God or whatever your ultimate reality might be. I think we're kind of using it all the wrong ways right now, and I think that's the big problem with society.
Okay. Edna Hughes, your thoughts?
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I think it's to create a sense of community.
Okay. Short and sweet, like you said. Austin Berger.
I think this is the nomos in America. I think this also brings in the idea of bad faith. People don't think that they have a say in what religion they can believe in, since the majority of Americans are Christians.
Okay. Next question. How do contemporary insights on how the mind-brain works inform our understanding of such experiences? Austin Berger, go ahead and start us off.
I don't think this affects us at all. I think it's rather our social upbringings that make us who we are.
Okay. Zach Hick.
I do believe there's some kind of significance to the mind-brain. I believe there's a separation in the mind and the brain. I think the mind's one thing and the brain is the other. I think when determining a religious experience, it's important to examine both. Sometimes I think the mind is referring to the conscious state and the brain is referring to more the material matter. For example, someone may be on drugs or on different medications or maybe having a seizure, and they may have these feelings and these impulses in their mind, but they're not necessarily religious experiences. It could really just be what the brain is doing. And so I think it's important to recognize those as if it's an authentic religious experience or not. And I think that really just comes down to the person, because everyone has their own choice to believe. It's important just to be able to back up your religious experience.
Okay, Edna Hughes, your thoughts?
I feel like it all depends on like how a person's community like responds to these type of experiences. Like, for example, when 9/11 happened, President Bush, he talked about how God and
How it was his responsibility to take out God's word. Is that what you're referring to?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know much about this topic, so I'm trying my best to answer it.
Okay.
But yeah, he mentioned God a lot, and so like his followers, they like, no, this is a hard one.
Okay. Well, that concludes round 2. And at the end of round 2, Austin Berger with 13 points. You're the lowest scorer. Any final thoughts and words for the rest of the panel?
Thanks for having me on the show, and good luck to the contestants.
We'll be right back after this commercial break. And we're back for round 3 of this special edition of Around the Horn. Final is Zach Hick and Edna Hughes. For the first question of the final round, do you think pluralism exists in America today, and is it an appropriate position to take? Zach Hick, go ahead and start us off.
Being a religious pluralist, I definitely do believe it's a appropriate position to take. However, I don't believe that it could really happen in America at this time. I think there's too many issues globally between other nations for it to really happen. I think we need to sort all those things out, and I think we really need to educate ourselves and others about how to be a pluralistic nation and a pluralistic individual before that can really be a worldwide event.
Okay. Edna Hughes, your thoughts?
I agree with Zach Hick. I feel like it does exist in America, but many people, they don't accept this concept today, and it is an appropriate position to take, but it just all depends on what someone believes in.
Okay. Next question. What is your opinion about fundamentalism, and how does it impact America? Zach Hick, go ahead and start us off.
So fundamentalists and that concept, I think, can cause problems. I think when we talk about unitive mythicism, I think we really shouldn't take it in a literal sense, because we really cannot literally be united with God because it's not viable. I can't know him all the way. I've never met him. I'm not going to meet him until, if you believe, you'll get to the reality. And so I think that kind of goes the same with the Bible. Fundamentalists really take the Bible to heart and don't leave room for interpretation. And I think when that happens, that's where the root of these problems come from, because people don't know how to express themselves or question themselves, which then leads into just a cycle of always continuously happening. So in order for religious pluralism to really happen, I think we're going to have to break that cycle of fundamentalism and start questioning each other and ourselves.
Okay, Edna Hughes.
Okay. I feel like fundamentalism is very important in America, because without fundamentalism, there would be no religious communities. And I feel like it could get dangerous, though, if people don't completely understand this concept. Like, for example, like many people interpret biblical text wrong, and like because they take them too literally, and that just like messes up a lot of stuff.
Okay. And the final question of the round, what do we need to do to make the concept of pluralism pragmatically viable? Zach Hick.
Yeah, so it kind of goes back to the fundamentalism view. I think we really need to start off just rethinking the whole process of how we treat religion. I think we need to start at our churches. I think we need to leave room for interpretation and leave room for questioning. Start with our children also, because they're the future. We need to start making sure that they know there's other religions and how to respect other religions, because if we can raise our children to think that way, then I think they'll be our future leaders and they can continue the cycle. I think it's going to be a hard road to go down because some people are stuck in the nomos or their normal living, that it's hard to accept a new reality and a new position on something that they stand so strong to, because they don't want to feel like they're disowning their church or their God.
Alrighty, Edna Hughes, your thoughts?
I feel like in order for pluralism to work, people have to be open to like new religious ideas, because it's steadily changing. And I feel like the world doesn't work that way, though. There's always going to be a group of people that don't accept other people, and yeah.
Okay. Well, that concludes round 3. It was a valiant effort by Edna Hughes. But, final score, Zach Hick, 34, Edna Hughes, 27. Zach is our winner. Do you have any final words or thoughts?
Just want to thank everybody for watching. Shout out to Dr. Chance and our religion class.
Thank you for joining us on this special edition of Around the Horn. We'll see you next time.